So much for joining us, and there is so much going on in the Verde Valley. There's so many fun things to do now that fall, yes, fall is creeping up on us around the corner. There's all kinds of fun things. It's much cooler now. Everybody's having parties and events, and of course it's a great time as always to live in the Verde Valley. Our first guest today is going to be Sebra Choe. She is the Economic Development Specialist for the Town of Camp Verde. Camp Verde is one of our newest dark sky cities and towns. It's the most amazing thing. There's a lot that goes into that. So Sebra's going to tell us about that. She's also going to tell us about the inaugural Dark Sky Festival. That is the first one. It's going to be absolutely awesome. First Saturday in October, October 6th. You won't want to miss that. If you're an outdoor enthusiast or an astronomy enthusiast or just a hometown enthusiast, you're going to love that. Our next guest is going to be Tracey Shadley. She's the founder of Canned Sedona. It's time for another Canned. They've done this many years. Now this year is the Tournament of Champions. That's happening on October 7th. It's going to be so cool. Previous winners are getting together and battling it out, and there's extra stuff happening this year, so you want to hear all about that from Tracey. Then Jennifer Perry, the development director from Verde Valley Sanctuary, along with Tony Meili Petzoldt will be here. He's the manager of Twice Nice Boutique. Have you been there? It's awesome. So they're going to be here to talk about this 25 years of the Verde Valley Sanctuary, all the amazing things that they've done, and their fundraising event that's going on right now. So we'll hear all about that. Then we'll go on location to the Cottonwood Police Department, and we'll talk with Cottonwood Police Sergeant Monica Kuhlt. The Cottonwood Police Department has a new fleet of vehicles. They're absolutely gorgeous, a wonderful program that they were able to attain these through. So the Sergeant's going to talk about that, and also the upcoming National Night Out. It is the largest one in Arizona. Happens right in Cottonwood. Really amazing. You won't want to miss that. She's going to give us the details. Then we're going to have music from Thomas Glendening. He is amazing. He does this drumstick splintering percussion work, but he also does these really sweet and soulful guitar ballads. So he's going to treat us to some guitar ballads today, and we're really excited to have him on the show. So let's go ahead and get started with Sebra Choe, the lovely and talented. Thank you for being here. Economic Development Specialist for the Town of Camp Verde.
How are you, Jen?
I'm doing great. This is a big deal for Camp Verde to be a dark sky.
It is. Thank you. It's 1 in 20 in the world.
Wow.
And we're 6th in Arizona.
Wow.
And it took us about at least 3 years to get the designation. And we feel like we're sister cities now with Flagstaff, which is the world's first.
Yes.
And Sedona, Village of Oak Creek. Cottonwood's trying to come on board, Kaibab Indian Reservation, as well as Fountain Hills, and Big Park, Village of Oak Creek. And so we're so happy to add Camp Verde to that number, and they are calling it the Central Arizona Phenomenon, and we're leading the world in the International Dark Sky Initiative.
Yes. And there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, when you said it took you a couple of years, there's good reason. It's not simply filling out a form, filling in the blanks. There's a lot that goes into it. Can you just throw a couple of things out for us that you had to do?
Yeah, we had to take pictures of all of our lighting around town to say what type it is and how bright the lights are. And it gets really particular with the lumens count and how yellow or how bright white is it, and they want to track all of that. And you get letters of support from throughout the community, and so they want to see that the residents are buying into this, the business community wants to see it happen, the natural organization wants to see it happen. And so we got about 75 letters of support for it. And you have to do dark sky education to teach people what is it, why is it important, what does it mean. And so you host a lot of star parties and get people excited about looking up and appreciating the brightness of the stars. And so then that teaches them, hey, you know, maybe we could do with a little less light. And so that's mainly what it is. It's when you're a dark sky community, you're making a commitment saying that we are going to dedicate our resources to protecting our night sky and keeping them dark by mitigating all excessive lighting.
Excellent. And that comes from a lot of places, believe it or not. I know on my house, I recently was changing out lights, and finding something that's dark sky compliant is not as easy as I would like it to be. But they're out there, and once you do that, it makes a huge difference. It really does make a huge difference. It's not just about your neighbors anymore. It's about what's up there. Now tell us about the festival that's happening on October 6th, which is coming up soon, the first Saturday in October, the first ever Dark Sky Festival in Camp Verde. Tell us what's going to go on there.
It starts at 2 o'clock, and we're kicking off with like an IMAX show.
Ooh.
That is, it's sponsored by the Rain Grant, and the Arizona Science Center is bringing up their planetarium, and it's a mobile IMAX theater. And so children are going to be first priority. This is a very kid-friendly event because we can only fit 40 people in there at a time. And so we'll have about 4 different shows so that you can see what the Hubble telescope sees, and it's going to give you a tour of the universe.
Wow.
And so that's what's going on inside the Arizona Science Center's planetarium. And we'll have live music by Gaetano, who's a flamenco musician out of Sedona, and we're very excited to have him in the evening. And we'll have an exclusive food vendor as our premier pie shop, Utterly Divine, and we'll have homemade dark sky pies.
All
So you have to
right.
come and find out what that means. And we'll have astronomers coming. The director of Lowell Observatory is going to come and speak about the discoveries of Pluto. And our Matt Malloy, our astronomy teacher at Camp Verde High School, is going to teach about astrobiology and life on other planets. And then there's going to be fun stuff that's interactive for the kids and families, where like you can step on a scale and find out how much you would weigh on Mars.
Oh, wow.
And learn what it's like to be an astronaut and things like that. And we'll have a formal opening ceremony with our mayor and with the tribal chair. And we'd like to feature a winning essay about dark skies from a student and award one of our dark sky businesses. Yeah, and it goes all the way until 9 o'clock with the feature event being stargazing and enjoying the night sky. So we will have 10 stations with telescopes, astronomers. One will be from Lowell Observatory, and you'll get a whole tour of the night sky. And the high school kids are going to be involved in that too. And Rim Country's Camera Club is coming out to give a demo of night sky photography.
Ooh, that's neat. And there are some real tricks to that, but if you can get into that, it's awesome. Wow, that's all things sky related and fun stuff. Now, to find more information on this, I looked this up. It's in a lot of places. Of course, visit campverde.com has it. You have a Facebook page which has it, and of course astroverde.org has it as well. So there's a couple of places you can go if you want to find out more about the inaugural Dark Sky Festival happening in Camp Verde on October 6th from 2 to 9.
That's right.
That's a great thing, and it really is going to appeal to a lot of people, everyone. I can't imagine anyone that doesn't want to go look through one of those telescopes.
The response has been amazing. We have 2.5 people on Facebook who are interested in the event. So we're really excited for the support. And it's just been everyone from Tucson to Flagstaff and even outside of the state. We got a phone call from someone in Ohio planning their trip to Sedona saying, while I'm there, where can I do dark sky photography in Camp Verde? Those kinds of phone calls are starting to come in now because they see us on that International Dark Sky website.
Wow, so that's something else to think about, the influx in tourism dollars related to being dark sky.
Yeah, Lowell Observatory tells us statewide it's a $250 million industry. Yeah, so it is an economic driver.
That's true. People do come from all over the world to look at our skies here.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, even Google Analytics, one of the top searches to the SedonaVerdeValley.org website is stargazing.
Get out. Really? How about that? Well, good for Camp Verde for getting that designation.
Thank
and good for you, because I know that you spearheaded that. I know that without you, it wouldn't have happened.
Thanks,
Sebra. So you just give Sebra a hand, because without you, we wouldn't have, Camp Verde as a certified dark sky city. That's amazing.
I appreciate that.
Now, what can people on their own do to keep skies dark? I know, let's talk about outdoor lighting, of course, the outdoor lighting outside of your house. Beyond that, what else can we do?
So I would like to talk about specifically outdoor lighting. The ideal thing you could do is shut the light off when you don't need it. The next ideal thing you could do is have motion sensor light so that you only have it when it's necessary. And then the next best thing that you can do is make sure that your lighting fixture is fully shielded and it's downward pointing. And it's as dim as possible, and it's as yellow as possible.
As yellow as possible.
Yes, and so that everyone's familiar with lumens now, and watts, and now the new language for dark skies is kelvins, and that measures the color temperature. And so you want to be below 3,000 kelvins, which basically means make sure your lighting is yellow amber, or red. And those are the most dark sky friendly colors that won't disrupt the circadian rhythm, the sleeping patterns of humans, the migratory patterns of birds, mating seasons for sea turtles. It affects all kinds of health for human and wildlife.
There you go. That garage light is affecting the sea turtles.
In Florida.
Take the bulb. Sebra, thank you so much for coming on the show and talking about this.
Thank you.
And thank you for championing this for our area. I know it's wide-reaching. It doesn't just take care of Camp Verde. It takes care of everyone else too. And of course, the more people we can get informed on this, the darker our skies will be. So it's going to be awesome. Sebra Choe, the economic development specialist for the town of Camp Verde. Make sure you go to the Camp Verde Dark Sky Festival that's happening on October 6th from 2 to 9. So check that out, and you can of course go online. AstroVerde.org has it, Facebook has it, and visit CampVerde.com has it. We'll be right back, so don't go away.
Fabulous views and unmatched quality with efficiency in mind. Just announced, C&B Construction is the only contractor ever to win the EPA's coveted Indoor Air Plus Leaders Award 4 years in a row. These Energy Star certified homes provide unparalleled energy efficiency, comfort, durability, and indoor air quality. C&B Construction is currently building at Gray Fox Ridge and Crossroads at Mingus. C&B Construction, locally respected and nationally recognized.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at Gettle'sHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettle's.
Building a home, remodeling, or need furniture for the holidays? Time to order is now. Amish Home Decor offers furniture for every room in your home in many different woods, stains, and styles. We even offer patio furniture and mattresses. If you don't see what you're looking for on the showroom floor, just ask. We buy from 100 different Amish families located at the corner of Glassford Hill and Highway 69 in Prescott Valley. Amish Home Decor is the place to buy tomorrow's antiques.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We're now here with Tracey Shadley. She's the founder of Canned Sedona. Yep, it's time for another can, and this one is twice as good.
Yeah, well, let's hope so.
It's more than twice as good.
It's different. It's very different this year.
See, it's very different.
Yeah.
Now tell us, in previous years, how's it rolled?
In previous years, we've worked on barbecues, and in previous years, we've had new charities every year and new chefs every year. This year is the championship. So we've actually taken the winning chefs and the charities that they won for and brought them back. So the firefighters won the first year and they unfortunately couldn't compete. So we actually just have 3 this year. The charities are Angie's House, the Sedona Area Homeless Alliance, and Red Earth Theater. All great charities. And Lauren DeFore is for the Homeless Alliance. Carl Samter is for Red Earth Theater, and Al Vanderpute is for Angie's House. So they're competing against each other in an industrial kitchen.
A real kitchen now.
Yeah.
How did you swing that? That's amazing.
Well, Jen Jackson, who was one of our judges last year, was heading the Culinary Institute there. She moved, but she arranged it all for us, and it was her idea. And yeah, it's going to be incredible. I mean, they have ovens, they've got, stovetop, so they can boil, they can bake, they can do, it's really going to step it up.
Wow. And speaking of baking,
yes,
sort of, there's a whole nother facet this time. It's not just appetizer, entree, it is now dessert.
Yes. Now dessert, though, they're doing in advance for everybody who's coming.
For everybody.
Yeah, so everybody's going to get a little bite of what they make, and they get to vote. So the people who are there actually are going to crown the dessert champion, and then the judges are going to do the grand champion.
Wow, so there's 2 champions, and they do kind of get canned.
They do get canned. So it'll be between the 3 of them for the dessert, and we really, the ingredients are chosen, and we were not easy. We were never easy, but this year we're even less easy. So
are they a secret?
Yes.
They're still secret.
Yeah. They're still a secret.
Cool.
But they're good.
They're good. Okay, awesome. I can't wait to find out what the ingredients are. That's always fun.
Yeah, it really is.
Now, we've had you on the show a couple of times because this is now your
fifth year,
which is amazing. So this is your fifth time on the show to talk about this, I believe.
Maybe, yeah.
Something like that.
Probably not the first year, but the first year we just winged it.
So. Oh my gosh. But look where you've come.
Yeah,
in
it's
all
really
those
incredible.
Years. And tell us a little bit about the background. We always like to sweep in the background because it's so cool.
It basically came from loving the TV show Chopped. My partner, Heidi, and I, she helped create this with me, we used to sit and watch it, and we would bet on who would win. And we basically said, like, how do we make this into something fun? We thought we would do it for our friends and bet, and then at a public place, and they're like, no, you can't bet. It's illegal, but you can have people donate. And then it's like, oh, this light bulb went off and said, we can turn this into a charity event. And like I said, the first year we winged it. We put it together in about a month and with our own money and said, let's hope people show up. And they did, and they loved it. And we just kept going, and more people keep coming. So we keep trying to make it better and better and better. Yeah.
And this time there's air conditioning.
This time there's air conditioning. Yes.
That's huge.
It's actually, the way it's going to work is the kitchen is a little bit separate. The school is beautiful. It's got this enormous, like, big atrium type thing where there are chairs, and it's going to be televised. So everything going on in the kitchen is televised outside. So people can sit and relax and watch and drink wine and beer and taste the, we've got tons of raffles. This year I'm even doing food trivia for people who want something to keep them busy. So we'll be giving away raffle tickets to the winners of food trivia. So that we're keep trying to think, when people say, oh, if you could only, we try and do that.
Oh.
So I think I've covered everything.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing if you covered everything.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, the heat, not being in the heat and the sun is going to be huge. Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
And there's a food truck, so people can eat, people can, there's
that's
everything.
That's a good thing, because when you're watching people cook, makes me hungry.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And of course, it all boils down to, it's a fundraiser. It's a wonderful fundraiser to support wonderful nonprofits in our area.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the chefs get to choose their own nonprofit, and then what if they win? Tell me how that works.
Well, no, we chose the nonprofits originally, and we paired them with the chefs, and these are the same pairings that won in previous years.
Right.
So they're just coming back for a second turn, basically. And so when you buy your ticket, you get to choose who you want your ticket donation to go to. So you can do it that way for a charity, or you can do it rooting for a chef. So either way, doesn't matter. The charities get that money, then everything that's done through raffles and bar and all of that is divided in 3.
I see.
So it's kind of a competition between the charities too, to say, hey, come and vote for me.
Right.
But they all end up walking away with something.
Wow.
Then the winner gets an amazing basket full of stuff that's donated by local businesses.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
And bragging rights.
Right, that's true.
And they brag.
Ballpark on what you raised last year?
We probably raised about $6,000-$7,000 last year. Yeah.
Nice. And then, of course, with every ticket, you must bring a can of food.
Yes.
And that goes to the
Sedona Food Bank, hence the name Canned. So that's part of the entrance fee, and they get all of the food. And if people want to donate money, then they can as well.
Nice. What a broad-reaching fundraiser this is. It's not just one group that, gets benefited from it, but all these different groups.
Yeah.
And how fun for the participant, for the ticket buyer, to choose who the ticket money goes to bring a can to support them, to root for the chefs.
And it's only $20. I mean, and you can have a great afternoon and feel good that you donated to charity. And if you want to do more with raffles, you do. And if you don't, you don't. And it's just a lot of fun. We really wanted to give back to the small charities that really need the little bit of money that we can raise for them.
Of course, that makes a big difference to the small charities.
It
And your ticket, besides the entertainment and way too much fun, there's a dessert tasting this year too.
Yes. Now, if you're watching, buy your tickets online, because we will cut it off 3 days before the event. If you come at the door, you can get in, but there will not be dessert.
Oh my God.
Unless there's extra. So highly suggest you buy tickets online this year.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so buy your tickets online at Sedona Canned.
Yes.
right? Sedona
CannedSedona.com.
CannedSedona.com.
Yeah.
There it is. I'm like, it's on here somewhere. CannedSedona.com. It's also right there. CannedSedona.com. Go there. Buy your tickets 3 days in advance. The event is happening on October 7th at the Sedona Culinary Institute of Yavapai College. That's on Arts Village Drive in Sedona. Competition starts at 3 and goes through 6. Doors open when?
Doors open around 2. The reveal will be done at 2, but when we included the reveal in the event, people got bored waiting for them to go shop and all of that. So we just say come at 3. If they're early, there'll be things to do.
Absolutely.
Bar will be open.
There's wine and beer. There's a food truck. There's raffles, food trivia, photo booth, and way too much fun.
Yeah.
Tracey, amazing.
Thank
you for doing this again.
Thank you.
You need to help out Tracey. If you want to volunteer or something,
please
go to CannedSedona.com and help this poor tired woman out. We'll be right back with more of the Verde Valley Experience, so don't go away.
Paul Stanley here with Stanley Steel Structures. We offer shade structures that provide style, value, and performance. Our Equinox louvered roof opens and closes to give you the ultimate patio experience. We also offer Alumawood shade covers that looks like wood but lasts like steel and never needs painting or maintenance. Visit us at StanleySteelStructures.com. Contact us today and be covered tomorrow. Stanley Steel Structures. Let us add some space to your place.
Nothing personalizes a home like paint, and JPS Paint Center is your paint pro. Featuring durable interior and exterior paints from Benjamin Moore. JPS Paint Center can help you find the perfect shade, and they're experts in color matching for any project, including their selection of automotive paints from standard to extravagant. JPS Paint Center. Find the perfect paint and all your paint supplies too on Main Street in Cottonwood.
Northern Arizona Mortgage Corporation is your local choice for personalized home loans, and they've been doing it since 1986. They help home buyers obtain FHA, VA, USDA guaranteed rural housing, and conventional loans. From start to finish, they offer a safe in-person application process with licensed loan originators. Contact Shelley White Collier at northernArizonaMortgage.com or call 634-4251. Visit their office, located at 707 East Dominguez, Suite 601, Cottonwood.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We now have with us Jennifer Perry, who is the Development Director for the Verde Valley Sanctuary, and also Meili Petzoldt, who is the manager of the Twice Nice Boutique. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
That's
Thanks
too
for
much
having
fun.
us.
Oh my gosh, yes. 25 years.
I know.
Of the Verde Valley Sanctuary.
25 years we've been helping victims of domestic violence right here in our backyard, quietly and subtly giving people hope for a new life.
Mm-hmm. That's incredible. What do you owe your success to, do you think?
Our community. It's really all about the community. We have a great staff, but we have companies that donate to us, individuals, people shop in our stores, people give us their tax credit money. We couldn't do it. We partner with all of the nonprofits in the area to get people the help that they need. And whatever that entails, we get it done because we have a great, great community here in the Verde Valley.
Oh my gosh, yeah, your programs are amazing. Of course, the Twice Nice Boutique is one of my favorite places. Tony, you're doing a bang-up job there.
Thank you very much. We're very, very proud of the 2 stores. Our Sedona store, once again, got the Reader's Choice for Best Thrift Store in the Verde Valley, so that was really, really exciting. And we just moved the Cottonwood store to a new, larger location that won't just be a better place for customers to shop, but will also meet the needs of our clients through Verde Valley Sanctuary much more easily for them.
Really?
So it's really
wonderful.
Where
is this new location?
It's 297 South Main Street, which is just a block north of Stromboli's at the corner of Birch and Main Street.
297 South Main Street. Very, very good. And so as that has a bigger location and it serves more of the needs, what else will be going on there, Jennifer?
Well, we have some space in the back for people to come and get counseling. So if someone needs help, they can just come into our store under the auspice of shopping. You can park in the back. No one needs to know you're there. And you can get some confidential support from our victim advocates at any time that the store is open.
That is a great idea.
Yeah.
Wow, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant idea. What an amazing addition.
It is.
You guys are always thinking and coming up with things. You're
well,
incredible.
we're trying. We're always adapting. You know, the demand is unfortunately, we've never seen this kind of demand for our services. The shelter has been at or beyond capacity since early June. We have 28 beds, and we've had up to 32 people in the shelter, 16 children at a time, pulling in roll-away beds. We can't keep enough toiletries and diapers and things on the shelves for the clients. And our outreach center, which is on West Main Street by Maverick, has seen unprecedented activity as well, helping people who may not need shelter but need counseling, need help with an exit strategy. So we're really, really pleased that people know we're here and they're getting help so that they can move on.
That's wonderful. So you're in need of things. Volunteers, funds, toiletries, things like diapers, if that doesn't fall under toiletries.
Absolutely.
You know, what are you seeing, Tony?
We're definitely seeing that we have a very supportive community. We had recently conducted a diaper drive due to the number of children that were, in the care of Verde Valley Sanctuary, and there was this outpour of community support, an outpour of support to get the store moved and into its new location. And with the stores specifically, the spirit of volunteerism that we see from the community is another way of giving that is so crucial and so critical and makes the difference. It makes these stores what they are. It makes them thriftiques and not just secondhand stores. It makes them a place that people like to be. But we find that the stores are, very, very important to the organization as a whole as well. And it's not just a place to shop. The two stores combined make up, it's about 20% of Verde Valley Sanctuary's annual budget, which is very critical to meeting the needs of those clients and the community.
Wow. Now you are having an event coming up here shortly, your 25th anniversary celebration, which is sold out. Sorry, we won't get you too excited about that. Congratulations on that being sold out. But there are other ways folks can support you. You're having the Purple Purse.
Absolutely. Yes, we have a number of ways that people can support us. We have a raffle going on during October's Domestic Violence Awareness Month, so we have lots of stuff going on. But an easy, fun way is our raffle. For $10, you have a chance to win round-trip airfare on Southwest Airlines to anywhere in the United States. It's worth $800. Our second prize is a Fitbit smartwatch and a spa treatment at one of the top spas here in Sedona. And the third prize is an Apple iPad. Wow. And tickets are $10 each or 3 for $25, and you can buy them on our website at verdevalleysanctuary.org, and all of the proceeds will help us to fund services for our clients.
Very nice. So that's the best way to buy tickets, is definitely to go online.
Yes, or you can buy them at either of our thrift stores, Twice Nice in Sedona or Cottonwood. And the stores are always a year-round way of supporting the organization. You can shop there. We have incredible designer clothes. They organize things by the different designer. Everything is steamed and clean and only top quality items. You can donate your items and get a tax deduction for those donations. And the stores serve as a resource center for our clients as well. So if they come to us and need things, they can come in and get the things there. So you know that what you're donating to the store is also going to the clients, which a lot of people think is important.
Yes, that is important.
And then October, as Domestic Violence Awareness Month, we are also participating in a national fundraising challenge called the Purple Purse. And Serena Williams is the spokesperson, and we have a purple purse designed by Serena Williams. But we're asking people to go onto our website and join our team. You can make a donation right on our website to the Purple Purse campaign. It begins October 2nd. And what we're doing is we're competing with other organizations, domestic violence shelters across the country. And whoever raises the most money in various categories will win prizes from the Allstate Foundation. And the grand prize is $100,000.
Wow.
So if you have $10 that you can give to the Verde Valley Sanctuary, please give it during the month of October. If you have $100, and you can also join as a fundraiser. You can create a little team. It's a social fundraising campaign. So you set yourself up as a team member, and you invite your friends via Facebook and email and say, you know what, I'm going to give $10, but will 10 of my friends give $10? And together we can win this thing.
Wow. Won't that be amazing?
That would be very exciting.
You've got that $100,000 bookmarked already. Okay, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that.
Well, we have so many needs, and there's a lot of different prizes. So even if we don't get to the first place for $100,000, there's 5 prizes down to $5,000, and then there's mini competitions throughout the month. So they'll have a competition for the first time entries. We've never done this before, so we'd be eligible for that. If we get 3 fundraisers signed up before October 1st, we get a prize for that. Wow. So it's really a well-constructed thing, and when you really look at all of the impact that they're going to make across the country, really stamping out domestic violence, it's exciting to be on board.
That is exciting. There's a lot going on right now. Oh my gosh, but all of this is on verdevalleysanctuary.org. You can go there, you can get information about donating, you can get information about joining fundraisers. The Purple Purse Challenge is on there. The 25th anniversary celebration is on there. Everything you need to know is there. Of course, if you need help or know someone who does, the contact information is everything you need. Shop at both thriftiques that are in Sedona and Cottonwood. I love Twice Nice. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for the work that you're doing.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate you. Jennifer Ferry, the Development Director for Verde Valley Sanctuary, and Tony Meili Petzoldt, the Manager at the Twice Nice Thriftique. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Hi, this is Greg at Verde Solar Power. You know, Arizona has lots of clean, renewable sunshine, and we want to help you take advantage of it with our quality solar installations, and we offer to beat any written offer on a residential solar electric system. So bring us your electric bill and let us show you how solar power will save you money. We're located conveniently here in the Verde Valley and are dedicated to helping the valley go solar. So remember, the energy solution comes up every morning.
We Organize You serves the entire Quad City area and the Verde Valley with custom cabinetry, including kitchen, garage, laundry, custom home office, and closet systems. Stop by their showroom in Chino Valley to see how they can make your home more convenient and valuable. It's time to get reorganized with We Organize You. For more information, go to weorganizearizona.com. That's weorganizearizona.com.
Welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We're now here in Cottonwood, right behind the police department. This is so amazing. I'm standing here with Sergeant Monica Kuhlt. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Oh, you bet. I'm excited.
I'm excited to be here. So we're standing in front of one of the new vehicles. Cottonwood Police has all these gorgeous new vehicles. Tell us about the new vehicles.
We did some research, and it's a citywide program, but the Cottonwood Police Department has the largest fleet in the city. But it's a fleet program where now we're leasing them, I believe, 3 to 5 years, and then turn them in and get new ones. So ultimately, the cost for maintenance is significantly less. Everything's under warranty. And looking at, you know, overall what we were spending on vehicles that were upwards 13 years old or so, we were just putting a lot of money into it for maintenance purposes and sometimes just for a Band-Aid fix until the next problem surfaced. So now, you know, we've got brand new vehicles that look gorgeous. You know, the officers love it, and I think it really kind of ups our standard, so to speak, for the police department. And in 3 to 5 years, we'll rotate them out. And you know, with this program, people are going to assume it's going to be more expensive, but we actually save money this way. And one of the details that we changed this time was we used to do the white wrap on the back doors of the patrol Tahoes and the police cars, and that way it just kind of broke it up from black and white. But this time the officer said, you know, it looks really, really good, just all black. Can we leave it like that before we get the decals on? So, you know, chief and commander said, sure, checked it out, and it actually saved us, I think, 12 or 13,000. So
wow. I know, because you know that people out there are thinking, oh my God, new vehicles, how much money did that cost?
Sure.
But it's saving money.
It actually is, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. And in the long run, you know, we become part of this program, and we're saving, I think we're looking at about 400,000 or more in repair bills and costs like that, you know, outside of what's going to be, you know, wear and tear in terms of tire replacements, things like that. Everything else is covered under warranty. So
wow, $400,000. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Not at all.
I mean, even $40,000 is awesome, but $400,000.
Exactly. It just kind of shows you
wow,
how much it costs to maintain a fleet and a police department our size. So, and the cost obviously keeps increasing every year as the vehicles become, you know, age out of the fleet, if you will, but as they have more miles put on them and age, then the cost is obviously going to cost more to keep them running.
Certainly. How many vehicles are we talking about?
I believe, I don't know particularly positively, but I thought there was about 25.
Wow.
But, and it might be a little bit more than that, but about 25.
Wow, that's a lot.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I bet all the officers are fighting over who gets to drive them.
They're like little kids. Christmas time, you know, they're trying to think that next one coming in, is it going to be mine? Do I get to, you know, do I get to get in this one now?
Oh,
so,
cute.
yeah, they're just driving around big grins, the ones that have the cars now, the new ones. So, yeah, it definitely is, you know, improves morale. I mean, I think the morale overall is great anyhow, but it just upped it some more. And, you know, they look good. People notice these. And, I kind of want to see you brag about it a little bit.
I know, my car doesn't look quite as nice. That's wow.
Yes, they are. They're really nice. They're very impressive.
And top of the line, all the equipment inside, of course.
Yes.
Got to give our officers the ability to do their job.
No, absolutely.
As well as they do.
Yes, and then, you know, equipping them with in-car cameras. Not all of them will have in-car cameras, but a majority will, in addition to the officers that were the body cameras. So it's the upgrade technology in these vehicles is wonderful, and you want to make sure that the equipment's working right, especially in a situation where they got to react in a moment's notice. So.
Of course. Yeah. Well, gee, who do we have to thank for this?
Right. Exactly.
Who can thank you for the program?
Exactly.
That's awesome. Whose idea was this?
I think between, you know, city management and chief and commander here, they kind of put their heads together and came up with this program. So it's great. Yeah. It's a win-win. And so, yeah, I know folks are going to think that we're spending money or you know, spending money we don't have, and that's not the case with the fleet program. So we're super excited.
That is super exciting. Yes. Another super exciting thing that's coming up, October 2nd, National Night Out happening over there at Cottonwood, well, here in Cottonwood at the Kids Park.
Yes.
That's super exciting because it is the biggest one in Arizona.
It is. It's the largest single event for National Night Out in Arizona. So we expect about 2,000 people or more there. So it's, and so any particular, you know, event in Arizona, you know, larger metropolitan areas break down locations. So this one particular event draws the largest crowd in Arizona. So we're really excited about that. It's some cool bragging rights.
Yeah.
And, you know, part of that too is it's one of the best locations where we can bring the community together in one place at one time and promote things like crime prevention or target hardening, and get a one-on-one with the officers, and so they can kind of meet the officer and put a face with the name for like the neighborhood officer program, and lets them the officers have a chance to interact with the younger community when sometimes kids may be a little apprehensive to approach an officer. And we also get to show off some of the stuff that we do that helps keep Cottonwood safe, and some of the specialty assignments we have, like our K9 or our SWAT, and they get to do demonstrations and lets folks, you know, see something's kind of exciting, but there's a purpose behind it. And everything we do for National Night Out, there's like an educational component to it.
Yes, I love all the demonstrations. It's one of my, especially SWAT.
I love
those
exciting.
Demonstrations.
Yes.
It's a very exciting new taser thing this year.
Yes.
I read about.
Yes.
Something different, and everybody loves the tasers.
Yeah, they do. They really do. And it's one of those that it's. What we want to do is when we're trying to explain it and tell them, you know, about the electricity running through the probes, they don't really get the visual effect as you would with these particular targets that are training targets for tasers, and it's got an aluminum to it, and you're gonna see when the probes and the electricity traveling. So it's more of a visual, and allows people to understand, like, and you can hear some of it, so it's kind of understand the strength of the tool, if you will, but the benefits that come with it, because you hear it or see it and you think, wow, this thing just sounds incredibly harmful, but in reality it's not, and it's significantly reduced law enforcement and suspect injuries, since I think we implemented ours in July of 2003, and so we've had a lot of success with it.
Well, sure. I know the guy that invented that has been tased a few times.
Yes,
you know that.
Yes, exactly, yes.
Well, if you want to see this demonstration, you've got to go to the National Night Out here in Cottonwood. It's going to be at the Cottonwood Children's Park, which is right there off the fairgrounds.
Yeah, it's 350
really
South
easy.
12th Street, but it's right in kind of the corner of Cherry and 12th Street.
Right, and that is October 2nd. That's a Tuesday. Starts at 4:30, goes through 7.
Yeah, everything's free. Yeah. Food's free. Hamburgers, hot dogs. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Soda, chips. Probably have like snow cones or cotton candy. All kinds of free fun stuff. Everything is free to the community, so we encourage everybody to come out and enjoy it.
Absolutely. Sergeant, thank you for hanging out with us and talking about
great. I had
this.
a good time.
Appreciate it. Sergeant Monica Kuhlt, Cottonwood Police Department. We'll be right back with more of the Verde Valley Experience, so don't go away.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride!
She's a rich girl, don't try to hide it. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. He's a poor boy, empty as a pocket with nothing to lose. Ta-na-na, ta-na-na. She's got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Ta-na-na, ta-na-na. She's got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Ta-na-na, diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Ta-na-na, diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Ta-na-na, diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Say she's crazy, she's got diamonds on the soles of her shoes, yeah. Well, that's one way to lose these walking blues. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. She says, honey, take me dancing, but they ended up sleeping in a doorway by the bodegas in the lights on Upper Broadway, wearing diamonds on the soles of the shoes. And they say, ooh, 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 as if everybody here would know what I was talking about. I mean, everybody here would know what I was talking about. Talking about diamonds on the soles of the shoes. Watch out. She makes a sign of the teaspoon, he makes a sign of the wave. The poor boy changes clothes and puts on aftershave to compensate for his ordinary shoes. She was physically forgotten as she slipped into my pocket with my car keys. She says, you're taking me for granted because I please you, wearing diamonds. And I say, ooh, 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 as if everybody here would know what I was talking about. I mean, Jen would know exactly what I was talking about. I was talking about diamonds. People say I'm crazy, I got diamonds on the soles of my shoes. Well, that's one way to lose these walking blues. Diamonds on the soles of my shoes.
Everyone, that was great. See, that was a surprise to me too. I saw the bass. I wonder what he's going to do with that. And then that was great. That was beautifully orchestrated, nice and smooth, like a dance move to make it happen. And that was fantastic. I'm a huge Paul Simon fan.
It's all about timing with this
amazing.
pedal here.
That's one little
give it
box.
up for the band.
You're right. That's incredible. Thank you. That's wonderful. What a great! I love what you did with that song. I know that song by heart. Been listening to that my whole life. My favorite song.
It's a hard one to do, and as a matter of fact, you definitely want to have the certain instrumentation. It's kind of a hard one to do just solo on the acoustic.
Sure.
There's so much happening musically in that song, so the loop station is definitely a saver.
That's incredible. So Thomas, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm going on my 8 years here in the Verde Valley. I've been gigging around, and as of late, I've been kind of taking a hiatus from gigging, focusing on family, and now I'm going to start booking gigs throughout the winter and hop back on the gig trail and make it happen.
That's super. So you started very young then, you think?
Yeah, very young. Just a toddler in front of a TV screen, looking at the MTV, and started doing gigs at the age of 16, and doing the bars. Had to get the legal signed affidavit, promising that I'd go on outside during breaks and stuff like that. And I've been gigging ever since, and it just got to the point where I was kind of taking myself a little too seriously, not having as much fun. So took a little break, focused on family, and now I'm itching to get back out there. And I just figured, what a better way to start it off than coming out here to the Verde Valley experience and playing a couple of songs.
For sure. Now you're interesting because you also sit behind the drum set, which is a very different energy, feeling, and outlet than guitar playing.
Absolutely.
So to go from one to the other, and plus it's completely different body-wise, and that's a huge stretch for someone. How do you do that?
There's ambidextrous things happening there, but there is as well on the guitar. And it just got to the point where I was tired of depending on other people to do a gig, and I thought, let me try it myself. Started, practicing singing, strumming, and then just before I knew it, I was able to learn a couple of songs, and had the fortune of some owners of some clubs around here in the Verde Valley hired me and let me do my thing, and so it's just kind of taken off from there. Before that, before I had moved here, I had never done a solo gig.
Wow.
I was always behind drums and, you know, with a bunch of other people kind of helping me cover up any mistakes. You know, out here by myself, there's no corners to hide in, you know.
Right. Yeah, good for you for taking that leap.
Yes.
That's impressive. All right. So talk to me about the genres. Where are you, do you think?
Genres, I'm kind of all over the place on my solo. It's everything from Paul Simon to Pink Floyd to a lot of reggae music, some Bob Marley, Little Peter Tosh, stuff like that. And I can even play Crystal Gale.
All right.
So I'm all over the place.
That's great. That shows your chops as a musician, that you can sit behind different things and play completely different types of music and still excel.
Yeah, if you go into a bar and you have a specific demographic, they may not want to hear David Bowie. You know, you might want to pull out some James Taylor or something like that, and a good entertainer should be able to do so.
All right. Okay. Well, we know that you have a wide range. Who's your favorite?
That's just actually my musical idol is Frank Zappa.
All right.
So I'm into that kind of that math rock, you know, progressive stuff, which is he wrote a lot of that really complicated music and orchestral, and I'm really into that.
Wow.
Although I can't play it.
Well, it's very complicated.
It's very
so
complicated.
It's very understandable.
Yeah.
But someday.
Hey, someday if I get a band together, I'll definitely take over the drumming spot of that band.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll leave the guitar playing to somebody else that can.
Oh, you have to figure out how to do it all at once.
Oh, kind of like one of those marching.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen those. Those guys are great.
Yeah,
you could do that.
It takes a lot of innovation to get one of those things going. I don't know, but
and you don't get to sit down much.
This is actually nice, and I'm actually sitting on my drum throne here, which is very, very comfy. So I know a lot of folks stand up and kind of dance around and everything. Haven't quite gotten there yet for me. I'm just comfortable on my throne, and this is taking my piece of drum set with me everywhere I go.
There you go. See, that's good. That's exactly it.
It's my comfort zone.
Your security blanket.
That's right.
It's your drum stool.
That's right.
Totally understandable. So, did your family support you growing up in the musical area because
Absolutely.
you started so early?
Absolutely. I was very blessed with a family that let me make a lot of noise and let me skip around instruments. You know, going up to my dad and saying, I really want to play drums, and just him handing me $1,000 and saying, go get it, pay me back, was just something that a lot of parents will do, and something a lot of musicians that are famous have always wondered is, where do good drummers come from, and who are their parents?
Yeah.
Because the parents have, you know, they got to be really cool to support a drummer.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, or mostly deaf.
Or mostly deaf.
And live in the woods.
Or just
neighbors.
really like music, you know.
That is true.
So.
That is true. Yeah, you're very fortunate to be supported. And now you have a family, and they're supportive of your musical life, too.
My wife is very supportive, and she's a musician as well.
All right.
We kind of geek around in the studio at my house and make little songs together, and it definitely keeps us, you know, kind of a tight unit. And I like to share my passions with her, and
nice.
She shares hers with me, and so
nice. Well, speaking of sharing, if we want to find information that you have shared online, I know we can find you on Reverb Nation.
Reverb Nation, and for any booking information, just contact me at tglendeningmusic at gmail.
There you go. Easy enough. I love it when a musician has a contact email. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Having ways to contact you is just great, because otherwise
we'd just be sitting in the dark, not
we'd
knowing.
Be going, gosh, I wish I had a gig. It's like, well, aww.
That's right. That's right.
So there you go. Glendening Music at Gmail to check you out and see what you're up to and find out about booking things and things like that. Now, we can hear your music online. You have a bunch of stuff out there.
Reverb Nation, and it's very eclectic.
Yeah.
It's all
Excellent.
instrumentation is done by me, and so it's a very wide variety of music. So
we'll make sure to check it out. So we heard Paul Simon. What are we going to hear next?
I think I'm going to do a old Ray Charles tune called Lonely Avenue.
Right on.
Kind of in the style of Damian Marley.
That's great. Thank you for being here.
Hey, thank you for having me.
It's been really a pleasure having you. Thomas Glendening, everyone. Thank you all very much for watching the Verde Valley Experience. As always, we super appreciate you. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out at myradioplace.com, and we'll see you next time.
Well, my room has got 2 windows, but the sunshine never comes through. You see, it's always dark and dreary, and ever since I broke up with you, I live on Lonely Avenue. A little girl wouldn't say I do, so I cry, I cry, I cry. Yes, I try. Somebody help me, Lord. Well, my blanket feels like lead, and my pillow feels like stone. I toss and turn nightly, I'm not used to being alone. I live on Lonely Avenue. A little girl wouldn't say I do, so I cry, I cry, I cry. Yes, I try. Somebody help me. Somebody help me, Lord. Well, my room has got 2 windows, but the sunshine never comes through. You see, it's always dark and dreary, and ever since I broke up with you, I live on Lonely Avenue. A little girl wouldn't say I do, so I cry, I cry, I cry. Yes, I try. Somebody help me. Somebody help me, Lord. Somebody help me.